a boxing match for who's going to get the last punch. There is a scoop and score from Dallas Turner. Touchdown, Alabama.
And Jabari Small thought Hendon Hooker pulled it.
3rd down and 5. Wright picking his way through into the secondary and holding out of the ball. They're trying to rip it out of him.
And makes this tackle. He might have got in the secondary again.
3rd and 2. And he's got enough for the first down, I think. Toto made the tackle. But they should spot it right at the 23, I think. So we approach 4 minutes, and they trail by a touchdown. Hendon Hooker in trouble, being chased, throws, and in and out of the hands and intercepted in the end zone. Kool-Aid McKinstry down the sideline. He might take this thing all the way. Steps out inside the 20.
I think they might call pass interference on this play.
There is a flag at the 5-yard line on the other end.
The ball. Did they call that, or did they call afterwards a penalty?
During the return, there's no foul for a blindside block. Pass interference, defense. 15 yards for previous foul. Got a first down.
So you can wipe all that off, and a first down, Tennessee. Hendon Hooker pulls it, throws it, touchdown, Tennessee. Jalen Wright, Hyatt, rather, his 5th of the day. Young throws it complete to Gibbs. He's got the first down.
Great awareness by Gibbs.
Here comes a blitz. Young, wide open in the middle of the field is Kobe Prentice. First down at midfield.
He's going to come.
Young over the middle and got it complete. And it's a first down on the throw to Ja'Cory Brooks. And they're in field goal range.
And what have we said?
They'll throw short, in and out of the hands of Gibbs. Young, quick on the back pedal, quick on the throw, incomplete. Intended for Burton, and he's looking for a flag and doesn't get one. From 52. That wasn't to win the game. This one with 21 seconds to go to give Alabama the lead from 50. Reichard's kick on the way, pushed it to the right, no good. Timeouts left. Hendon Hooker looking to throw, scanning things, throwing, and complete. And he got it to Ramel Keaton again.
Just take a timeout. You don't have enough plays. You can use your timeout right here. You don't have to go fast.
Seconds. First down midfield. Hendon Hooker can't take a sack. Double clutches. Throws. It is caught. Do they get the timeout? Brew McCoy.
And remember, the clock stops on the first down. Yes.
Down, there's 2 seconds left.
Absolutely.
Chase McGrath for the win for the Volunteers. From 40. On the way, a knuckleball. He got it! And here they come.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Nosebleeds Report. How's everyone doing?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What up? We have a lot to talk about before we get started. I want to give a shout out to our Patreon members. We really appreciate it, because if it wasn't for your support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Also, this past week, my other podcast was up for 2 different awards, Best Overall Veteran Podcast and Best Navy Veteran Podcast. And we missed the Best Overall Veteran Podcast by 14 votes. That went to an Air Force veteran. And but we did take home the trophy for Best Navy Veteran Podcast, which is pretty impressive for our very first year. I was just super happy to have my name up there with the big dogs. You know, it just brings awareness out. And my buddy Andrew, who's my co-host, he was a little upset about it. And I let him know, hey, we're not here to save trophies. We're here to save lives, man. So I'm just proud to have your name up there. Also proud to announce that this week I am a grandfather. Jason's an uncle. My daughter gave birth to a little baby girl, 8 pounds, 8 ounces, super healthy. And we're heading that way on tomorrow morning to go meet her.
Big week.
Yes. Huge
Very
week.
good. Very good.
It's a huge week.
Yeah. We're pretty proud over here. Oh, with that said, we have a lot to talk about today. There's a big game yesterday, man.
Yeah, so I have a few little insights on that. Number one, that kid that had that interception called back, was his name really Kool-Aid?
Yes, that's his real name, Kool-Aid
Because
McKinstry.
if so, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
It's spelled the same way too.
Yeah, it is. It's got a hyphen too.
I didn't even catch that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's
Kool-Aid
so good.
McKinstry.
And then secondly, I mean, Hooker has to catapult himself into the Heisman talk after that game. I mean, that was a fantastic game by him.
100%.
Absolutely fantastic.
Are we talking which player you're talking about?
The quarterback
Hooker,
of the UT.
quarterback.
Hooker. Okay. So the wide receiver, Hyatt, he had 6 receptions for like 200 some yards. 6 of those receptions were 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Record.
What a huge
It's like a Randy Moss stat.
And Alabama, that's a grown man defense. So that's very impressive to put those numbers up against Alabama.
NFL
I have
teams
I have some numbers I want to talk about Alabama. In Alabama, their last 4 road games, they've had a plethora of penalties. Last year, the last game against Auburn, they had 11 penalties for 129 yards. Against Texas, 15 penalties for 100 yards. At Arkansas, they had 10 penalties for 101 yards. Yesterday at Tennessee, 17 penalties for 130 yards. You're not getting it done doing that.
No.
100 yards of penalties. That's a whole nother source of offense.
Yeah.
It's literally like you have your run game, you have your pass game, plus the penalty game.
Yeah.
100 yards.
You know Saban was having
He went
an
down the
aneurysm,
whole
man.
field one whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say is
Plus.
smoke them if you got them.
Oh my goodness. There you go.
Smoke them if you got them, people.
This guy.
Francine's going to kill you if you light that up in your house.
I know. And the fire system will go off. Smoke them if you got them, guys. I want to shout out to the Vows, to my stepson Andrew and his girlfriend Caroline. They were at the game. They were on the field after the game with all these other 100,000 people. What a win. And Hooker, he did catapult himself into the Heisman. And Hyatt, 5 touchdowns. He just put himself on the map for an NFL draft. There's
for sure.
athletes out there that have a lot of talent, wide receivers, but you got to, when it's game time, you got to produce. And that kid came up in the clutch, like you said, Fleek, 6 passes, 5 touchdowns. And we're going to the Kentucky game in Knoxville, October 29th, a big SEC game. And then Georgia after that. All I got to say is you smoke them. Whoa, there you go. There you go. That's my one rant. I got one more. There you
Don't
go.
light it.
No, yeah.
I won't
Hyatt,
lie.
I mean, he wasn't just making lucky cut. He was creating separation. Like every time he got hit downfield, he had 10, 15 yards between him.
It was 207 yards that he had.
One more stat.
6 receptions.
That's the most points scored against Alabama since 1907.
Wow.
There you go.
That's
Tune in for stats. We do analysis, peoples.
Yeah, that's wild.
Heard it here first.
And then that game-winning drive, man, Hooker just came, 2 dying passes that he had. It was incredible, and he had the weight of that whole stadium. He had the weight of that whole stadium on his shoulders there against best team in the land, and he
Clutch.
delivered.
And he had some big,
Clutch.
like you were saying, that's a big boy defense. He had some big boy linemen in his face as he was throwing those balls. So,
and he just stepped up right in the pocket and made his throws. And I was very, very impressed with Hooker.
A lot of professional-looking plays out there last night from
He's got a hell of an arm, man. He's got a rope for an arm. Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what I got? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid mimes on Facebook and have some damn class. All right? Congratulate the Vols and knock off with your mimes. You got no place to be talking right now. You should just walk away, congratulate the Vols, and shut your damn mouth. Done.
It's a meme, not a mime.
Whatever the hell it is. They got no class.
I didn't quite know what he was talking
I
about.
was going to let it go, but I mean,
Bama
I
fans,
saw
they
what
got
you're
no damn
saying,
class.
realized
That's uncalled for. Have some damn class.
Yeah.
Congratulate the Vols and move your butt on to next week.
Also, I was on that last drive from Alabama. They completed that pass again in the field goal range. I don't know why they threw 3 more passes. I'm not, not claiming to be better than Nick Saban as a head coach by any means. But I don't know why they just hand the ball off and chew the clock down to 3 seconds and then try and kick it. I don't know why they left Tennessee with 20 seconds and threw 3 incomplete passes back to back to back.
That's some Dan Campbell game management right
Yeah,
there.
Their kicker obviously had the leg. Like, he didn't miss that field goal because he was short. He missed it right.
He pulled it right,
for sure. It looked like a good attempt, but then it just kind of drifted.
Yeah, it looked like it had the distance.
It almost came back, too.
There was a ton of wind in Tennessee yesterday, though.
It looked like a knuckleball.
Well, not the
Tennessee's kick was a knuckleball.
Alabama's kick looked good, and then I think the wind just pushed it.
Yeah, that was a dead duck that he put.
Even if you hand the ball off, you get 5+ yards. Okay.
Hooker was
last night. What was the average yards per play last night? It had to be,
especially on a rush,
5 yards.
That
was a very high scoring game. That was almost 100 points.
So you're absolutely right, Jason. You hand the ball off. Now, worst case scenario, you chew the clock and miss the field goal, go to overtime.
Yeah, go to OT, and then you don't give them a chance. But
That's exactly what you do. Yep. Good job, Jason. That's
perfect.
Right. No,
I guess you'll be the next Alabama coach then.
No, I don't.
Put your resume in today, because I'm sure they're looking.
I don't want any of that.
Well, you could be like the Carolina coach, man. He's making like
$800,000
a week sitting at
chilling
home
on my couch.
And I got one more rant, Fleet.
You said 2, and that's
you did say 2.
I only had one.
You're at like 1 3/4.
All right. Real quick, Ryan Poles, general manager, Chicago Bears. You should be fired. You should be fired. You put a second-year quarterback with athleticism like Fields behind an offensive line that my high school football team offensive line was better. You did nothing to support this kid in the offseason. You're putting him in harm's way. He's going to get hurt. It's a shame of what you're doing. You're pathetic. You should be fired. Period. Period.
Paulie's angry today.
Hey, he's going to pop a blood vessel.
You can't put this on Justin Fields. You got to give him some support. Ryan Poles, you should be fired. Done.
I saw a stat about a week ago, I think it was about last weekend's game. Just like 85% of the yardage came through Justin Fields. Some crazy stat like that.
Jason.
I mean, if you give that kid some support, he'll be a good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
He's getting killed out there, guys. I'm tired of seeing him try and pull himself off the turf because of Poles. This is Poles' deal.
He doesn't have any wide receivers either. That wide
How long does he have a big contract? Is he there for a long time, or is
he's still on his rookie?
Yeah, he's a new general manager. He came in with the big words and all the fluff, like they're supposed to say, and all that. We got Darnell Mooney, which he's good. So we got him, but offense. I mean, I'm done.
Are you talking about the GM, John?
GM.
No, I was talking about Fields. Yeah,
okay. He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, rookie contract. Yeah, he'll be looking for a new home, I'm sure.
All right, so you guys done ranting now? Can we move over to baseball?
You calm down, Paulie?
You calm down there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm breathing through my nose. I'm good.
Now I'm about to get John riled up. Hey, both Eric and I said at the beginning, before playoffs, months ago, that the Yankees are going to get rolled in the first round.
Yeah, it's like halfway through the season.
Halfway through the season.
And what I told John last week when they were playing the Indians, you got to watch out for that pitching. The Indians pitching is no joke.
Fine. We hit fine. It's just we're going to people in the bullpen that are usually AAA pitchers. Like we have our bullpen is down to nothing. So and you can't win playoff games without a bullpen. Like it's just so.
The Yankees are still in it, but they have to play tonight in Cleveland, and Cleveland's going to take it to them, man. I'm telling you.
And it's a must-win. Elimination.
Well, it's a must-win, and even best-case scenario, you win tonight.
Actually, it's a must-win for both teams because you don't want to go back to New York. Take care of business in your own stadium and do it tonight.
Even if Cleveland loses tonight, I'm telling you, their bullpen is one, not as used as ours, and two is that's what it's going to come down to. We're up by it takes 3 runs in the last inning, but they can hit. If they just focus, they could hit a powder puff pitcher. Anybody can. So and that's who we have going in these late inning situations because we have nobody else. So gotta be able to pitch late in the game.
Yeah, and that game on Friday when the Indians scored in that late inning, you could hear a pin drop in Yankee Stadium after that. It was completely silent, just deflated.
These wild card teams are
they're hot.
Yeah, they're super hot. They're peaking at the right time. The Padres knocked off the Dodgers.
Yep, 110. What is 114 or 10 win Dodger team?
Yeah, I think it's something. It was somewhere between that.
Well, you're by the time you get out of the wild card round and you win one game after in the DS series, you're rolling now. You're rolling. Yep. You're rolling. Yeah. So
the Braves are out.
Yep, Phillies took care of the 100-win Braves.
I mean the and they took care of them. Like they routed them in the last 2 games. It was no problem. Like they were hitting, they were pitching, they were playing
the Astros were in a marathon last night.
That game was crazy.
And see, that's another thing that they're lucky that that series is over and they could rest because you just pitched a 9-inning game with just bullpen pitchers.
Yeah,
that takes a beating.
Game was twice as long as it should have been.
And these playoff games are so long, anyways. It's all chess, the whole game. So I couldn't imagine.
One thing I have noticed though, which is I see the teams that are winning, like the Astros, they do this a lot. Their bullpen will pitch a couple batters, and then they'll be ready for the next night as well. Rather than come in for an inning and a half or just try to squeeze as many pitches as you can out of them. Okay, here's your 3 hitters. Take maybe 4, and then sit, and you can pitch again tomorrow.
It's all situational. It's not eating up inning.
You don't need one good ace in the bullpen. You need 6 or 7 good guys that can come in and take care of an Alvarez or a Stanton or a Judge. And so,
hey Jason, how we doing on our picks?
We'll get there in a minute.
Raj,
we're still talking about baseball, Paulie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
He's already worked up another rant.
No.
You're still leading, buddy. You're still
leading. You're still up there, bud. The Astros are looking freaking dominant. They swept.
Astros look good, man.
Yeah.
Well, and they took care of a hot Mariners team too. It's just like we were just talking about. If you're hot, you can. But if you can take care of a hot team, then.
Yeah, I was pulling for the Mariners. I'm sad.
Yeah, I was too. I'm kind of sick of seeing the Astros every year.
Yeah,
Dusty Baker with this.
I don't even think they should be a professional baseball team anymore, in my personal opinion. So, I don't see how they literally didn't get punished. They just bounced right back. It's stupid.
Yeah. Dusty Baker and his nitrile gloves. I'm getting sick of seeing that.
Yeah,
we do like Dusty Baker, but
what's up with the gloves he's wearing? I mean, what's that
for COVID? It's for COVID.
You know what?
He is like 112 years old. Can you blame him?
Exactly.
It blows my mind that I see people, and I respect COVID, whatever, all that jazz, but it blows my mind that I see people still driving around with masks in their car.
Yep.
I'm like, what is up with? I mean, come on, people! You're in your car.
Yeah, I can see it if you're an Uber driver and you got somebody in your back seat that you don't know, but you're solo in your car, man. Roll your windows down and enjoy life.
Yeah, I can totally get the Uber driver guy.
More air for the rest of us to breathe.
Yeah. So, okay. All right, Paul, you ready to move to the NFL? Before we move to the NFL, I just want to make an announcement here. Obviously the NHL just started. The Red Wings look pretty good, but
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. So I reached out to my buddy Gary Enos. He's a big hockey fan. He plays hockey. His sports pedigree is top notch. His brother has a Rose Bowl ring. He was the high school quarterback of my high school team. He went on to Michigan State. He has a Rose Bowl ring with Michigan State, and he agreed to come on and be our resident hockey expert. So once the MLB is over with, I'll bring him on occasionally to talk hockey, man. So I'm super excited about that.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah, and then so the NFL, we have four teams on bye this week. Luckily, the Lions are out because I'm tired of watching them. I need a break. I'm going to. I don't know, man. I'm just sick of this team.
Let's not even talk about it. I'm done.
I feel like they owe us so much, man. And then like HBO, I just want to sue HBO for selling us a raw product, man.
How much merchandise did they sell off of that
we're
show?
Lions fans, so it doesn't take much to get us going.
You could, hey, Flake, you could sue them, the whole team, for defamation of character.
Yeah, exactly. So bad. All right, so
we might have a case tonight. There, actually.
Jason's the only one that picked Washington.
Yeah. Moves a step closer.
My boy Carson Wentz.
That was an ugly game, man.
That was horrible. That might have been.
Did the Bears even score a touchdown?
They got one. It was 12-7.
The Bears had 3 chances in the red zone to score touchdowns, and they walked away again. You know, yeah. I mean, you can't. You got to get in the red zone. You got to score. I mean, even against the Commanders. I mean, come on.
Did the Commanders score a touchdown? They had 12 points, or was it all field goals?
I think they got one and missed the extra point or something.
I started watching it. I'm like, man, this is
something
garbage.
Like
I'm going to bed, man. This is pretty.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos owes us an apology letter after that.
Yeah, a 1-yard run.
These Thursday night games, man. What a bomb, man.
Yeah, they went for 2 and missed it.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Thursday night football games are pathetic.
Yeah, but
it's been a snooze fest, man.
You're catching on to these Thursday night games.
So is there any good games on today?
I just flip a coin at this point.
Yeah, I guess.
I think the NFL has prides themselves on their marketing and all that.
It's a pretty dull week, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, but the Thursday night, though, they got to reassess that. That's not working.
The only good games this week, in my opinion, New York and Baltimore might be good. But other than that, Kansas City, Buffalo, and Dallas, Philadelphia, those are going to be the only things that are worth watching this week.
Dallas Philly game's on tonight at 7:20. That Chiefs game is going to be, and the Bills, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
That's probably the game of the week, I would say.
Yeah.
Cowboys Eagles should be a good game.
Those are the only two that I think.
That's a huge rivalry game there. But I hate both those teams, so I probably won't even watch.
It's going to be a good one today with that Chiefs and Bills.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be shopping a new NFL team. I'm about done with the damn Lions.
I haven't given up hope yet, but
give it a couple of years.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not quite as chiseled with this as you guys are.
Dan Campbell just makes some weird freaking decisions, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going back to the drawing board, especially with a young one now. I don't want to put him through all the.
Yeah, I was texting my buddy, and our 2 young boys don't deserve this, man.
I know
do not deserve it.
Yeah, John, you got to look. You got a little guy. You got a little one right there. You got to bring him up right. So you got to pick.
Everybody tells me to stop saying curse words around him, and when I say NC State, I treat it the same way. I'm like, oh, I know what team that is, because if he looks into it, he might like them, and then it's just.
Oh man. All right, let's we'll wrap it up. I want to give we picked up a new Patreon member this week, Francine. We appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah,
Love
thank you.
Yeah, the money that's in that Patreon account for Nosebleeds Report, I don't even touch it. It's going to build up, and it's going to go to a Cubs game or something. It's going to definitely help somebody out for sure. So it's going to sit there and build.
Nice.
So like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and keep on supporting us. We appreciate it.
Just want to say, I don't have the Nosebleeds one. But hey, you can get this extremely nice hoodie right here if you just become a Patreon member. You gotta wait a little bit, but man, it's real thick, nice and soft. Listen, get you one.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's a great way to get some swag.
Hey,
right now, it's the only way to get some swag. But once we build up, I'll probably eventually will have a shop store where you can buy logos and stuff. All right, people. We'll see you next Sunday.
Have a good week, everyone.
Yes.